There's one sentiment I think that we can all agree upon this holiday season, and that is 2025. What the f? It's been that kind of year, but we're gonna focus on the positive here and in this pretty brief wrap-up video. I can't wrap gifts to save my life, but I'm gonna try to summarize the first year of the Bucket List channel. If you're returning, thank you for returning. If you're new, I'm glad to have you here, and I hope that you'll consider subscribing to the channel and liking this video. Now, I wasn't gonna do a video like this. I was like, no one really cares. But then I saw my friend Cherie from Cherie 2.0, go subscribe, formerly Cherie by C, and she did like a wrap-up video. I was like, oh, you know what, that was pretty inspiring. Let me steal that and really start it off with thank you to everyone who has been a part of this channel, who has inspired this channel, who has supported this channel, who has watched, who has commented, even the hate comments. We didn't reach our goal of getting to 1,000 subscribers, and that sucks, and that hurts. And I know we're gonna focus on the positive. The positive is that I reached 4,000 hours watched, which, you know, you need two things to become monetized on YouTube. 4,000 watched hours and 1,000 subscribers within a 12-year span. We'll get to that point where we can become monetized, hopefully in 2026. So I just wanted to reminisce just briefly about the videos that have come out this last year. I think my two favorites were kind of a tie between Puerto, which was, I believe, the 4th video on this channel, and the City Field review. Naturally, because I'm a long-suffering, tortured, angry, bitter, ever-loving and loyal and abused, toxicity receiving Mets fan. And I got to shoot that with my best friend and his daughter, my niece, and that was amazing. And Puerto I just absolutely fell in love with. And both are kind of disappointing performers on the channel. Most of the baseball stadium reviews, with the exception of City and Petco, have gotten at least 1,000 views, and City just didn't. It's probably because it's a much longer video. Like, I mean, it's over an hour. So it goes in depth. It's my home ballpark. Just the majesty and beauty of Puerto Vallarta, and I love that city so much. My least favorite video was the ramblings of a madman. I was on this kick of like, I gotta get a video out every week. And it's like, you don't. Quality over quantity. And I know that people are being like, what quality? Fair enough. My biggest surprise video was Paramount Pictures studio lot tour that Nicole and I went to. I did not expect that to like get anywhere near 1,000 views, and it's over 4,000 now. I think it's the second best performing video on the channel. And I'm like, oh shit, I didn't see that coming. Now the video that got the most engagement has the 3rd most views on the channel, and that's the Dodger Stadium Dodgy or Dope review. That got a lot of engagement. I mean, Dodger fans were at me. A lot were very cool, a lot weren't, but that was like the most back and forth with strangers that I've ever had in any of my videos on any of my channels before. That was pretty cool. And the first most, and I do believe still has the most viewed hours, is Discovery Princess, which is the 5th video on the channel. I mean, the Discovery Princess cruise was phenomenal. And your boy Jen and I, it was fun, like bouncing off each other, a little like, comedy routine, frickin' frack. It makes sense that would be the most successful video so far. What? And of course, hands down, the most meaningful moment of this channel in its first year has, well, I'll let you see.
Let's go watch you. So everybody's happy, tell me.
It's funny, most of my life is spent on this couch or at my workstation or whatnot, kind of by myself in Las Vegas. Most days feel just so routine and common, and that's life. And that's, I'm able to have that routine, mundane life, 95% of the time, and I'm very grateful for that. But this channel will portray that I'm out gallivanting. I am so blessed to be able to have been able to do the things I've done and make the videos I've made this past year. Bougie on a budget, as they say, and also on the kindness of others. Rob and Elaine, my best friend Balls' parents, treating me to the Royal Caribbean cruise this last summer. Their 50th anniversary family vacation, and they included me. Like, I'm a lucky dude. You know, I've said in other videos how, you know, depression and loneliness is something I live with and struggle with. And I know that I'm not the only one. Most people I know do. And we're all living with something. No matter how bleak it can seem at times, doing something like Bucket List and being able to have not only just a memory reference, but a visual reference out there to the world of all the beauty in your life that exists between the spaces of what goes on in your head and in your heart, and merging those and living with the yin and the yang. And I'm babbling on, but it's been a blessing that like anyone out there who's thinking about starting a channel, I can't guarantee it if you hustle and you do your best and blah, 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 you're gonna be a YouTube sensation or success as far as money goes or views or subscribers. But I can promise you that if you love it and if you have doubts about your life and the people in it, well, having a visual guide like that can really just warm your heart and remind you of how lucky you are. And Lord knows this channel does that for me. My last channel in New York or in Vegas, you know, main reason I moved to Vegas was to try my hand at the vlogging here. And it was a rich market right before I got here. And still a rich market after I got here, but for those kings and queens of Vegas who had already established themselves and do that content great. I was never gonna break through. Vegas is still on the high. Now it is a dying city and every vlog on it is just repetitive. I realized that about 2 years ago that it was time to end that channel. It was stalled. So then I was gonna take a step back from YouTube and I was like, I don't need to do that anymore, I'm done. And some time went by, almost a year. It was weird, I was taking video vertically instead of horizontally. Ugh. The creative thirst came back. You know, I do my writing and I'm trying to start something new. You know, there's no update on the making of a TV show, but once I'm back in New York, the wheels are gonna be turned on that. But I needed an immediate outlet. And the beautiful thing about YouTube, as devastating as the algorithm is that it gives small timers that outlet. And so I was like, what can this be about? Let's make it genuine. You know, they say the number one rule of writing is write what you know. So let me put out there what I know. And what I know is that at this age, at 45, almost 46 so in June, you're feeling the clock ticking. You know, every day you wake up and someone you love may not be there anymore. You might get that call or that text. And you don't have to be middle-aged to feel that. Usually at some point in your life, you feel that pull to try to get done everything that you've always wanted to do. That's something that's a universal language. It speaks to everyone, that desire to make life what you want it to be, to check off all those items on your bucket list. So I feel like this channel is just, while not as technically successful as New Yorker in Vegas was as far as how many subscribers and views I had in the first year, it is so much more successfully, authentically me and you and all of us. So digressing back to what I said earlier about the balance, all I ever really have to do is think about this channel, look at the community that we have, think about the interactions, the connections, the experiences, the places, all of it, and realize I am one lucky son of a bitch. The items I've had the opportunity to check off my bucket list this past year have been phenomenal, but they're nothing without the beautiful people I've gotten to share them with. So whether you were seen on camera or not, I want you to know, I love you. Okay. 2025 wrap up. Check.